Yeehaw, we are back, Dano, live from Las Vegas, the Geico EnduroCross Finals in the Orleans Arena. And these guys are the amateurs. We're going to start it off with some support class racing.
Dude, I am so pumped for this because this is probably exactly where I would be if I came to this. And this is a main event. So what we did is we got these guys in. They had yesterday a practice. They had to run qualifier to get into today. And then today they had to make the night program. So, Chris, as we can see, why don't you lay us down some of these dudes and see who some of the local yokels are and all the good shenanigans, what we got going on.
Man, Dano, it's packed. You know, we've got Wyatt Hart, Ryan Graffunder. They're both Canadians. Ben Rigo's in there. He's from BC, too. He's a ripper on the Husaberg. Ty Tremaine, I'm rooting for this kid. He is 16 years old, and he has been killing it this year. Daniel Brown's out there, too. Yeah, youngest guy out there, and he's racing the trial class as well. Josh Lawrence has been at it for a while, number 154. You can look for him. David Broderick, too. He's Glendale, Arizona local on the Kawasaki. He's been ripping all weekend. Dustin McCarthy, we saw him kicking butt earlier. He is fast in the rocks. Gavin McCarthy, also his brother. And then Harrison Oswald, too. He's trials kid out there. So here we go. We got the start.
We got a short and sweet left-hander. So I know you guys, if you guys don't ride at home or if you're just tuning in, it's better to have a left-hander start because our rear brake is on your right foot peg, and so that way they can gas it a little bit longer and drag the rear brake with the front on so they can pitch it in. So let's see if these guys can make it through. How about the dude with the beer goggles on right here?
Man,
all right, look at that guy.
He is so pumped. First race of the night. I'm excited, dude. I love racing. Yep.
I saw old Tim here hanging out. There she is.
Yep.
Miss Supercross.
Double gate. It's going to be awesome. So
here we go, guys.
First turn.
Gate is dropped. Watching the 114 right here, sneaking in on the inside.
114, that is Ty Tremaine. We called it. That kid is 16 years old, and he's no stranger to leading, Dano. He's been out there quite a bit this season. He's fast in the matrix. He's good under pressure. And speaking of pressure, Ryan Graffunder, that's Corey's brother. Strong Canadian there in the Troy Lee Designs gear. And I don't know, man. Is it the Ty Tremaine show? He's out front.
Well, I don't know because remember what we were talking about. If you're first right now, you're going to go into this rock section. Who knows? You can wind up last. The guy in last place can wind up in first place. I mean, it's anybody's game. That's what I love about EnduroCross. You never know who's going to win. You can take somebody out. Watch, somebody can get stuck in the tire. But no, we haven't hit the hardest part of the track, and that is right now, right here, the rock section. Now watch this, folks at home.
Yeah, anything can happen in the rock section. And, you know, looking like a good battle there with Graffunder pulling into the lead. We saw Keith Curtis on the gas and back as well. And, you know, with this, anything can happen. You can be out front by a mile on the first lap, Dano. You can be back to last the second lap. Then you can hop back up in the front. And, you know, it just depends. I mean, if a guy crashes in the rocks, it gets into a little bit of a pickle or something, it's anybody's game here in Vegas.
Speaking of pickle, I'll tell you what. Remember when we were watching today after the qualifying, all the riders went over to that rock section. I mean, the experts, the pros. Look at this. And what happened is a lot of the riders grabbed rocks and stuffed on the inside right there.
Good line by Tremaine, and he looks styled. The kid is fit. You know, maybe it's just because he's 16. He can eat a Snickers bar and drink some Monster and go out there and pin it. But I like his style. He's looking smooth and. Yeah, definitely tough in the rocks. I mean, we've got a little bit of a bottleneck up right over here. There. Passing for the lead again. These guys are battling.
Swapping KTM plastic, huh?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, you're a racer. You know, on the second lap, you already have on the pump. It's
Look
EnduroCross.
At this, and they both get stuck in the rocks now.
Yep, Ben Rigo creeping up there on the Husaberg, doing a little foot plant. And look at how slick those rocks are, Dano. I mean, where does that water come from? It gets stuck on the bike, huh?
Look at this. So Husaberg, the 77 of...
Yeah, that's Ben Rigo out there.
The Rigo Bigo.
Yeah, awesome race, and these guys are absolutely charging. It's exciting just to see so many dudes in the mix for the win, and that's the cool thing about the amateur class. These guys are aspiring pros, so they're out there. They're definitely
working their way up.
Yeah, they're trying to be the experts for sure. And as we saw with Soule taking us around the track earlier, you know, it's going to change a lot throughout the night. This is the first race. We don't have very deep ruts or anything. You can see the matrix section kind of hammered.
Not yet.
Man, these guys, some of them getting caught up. And how about our boy 492 on the 125? That's Dustin McCarthy.
Don't forget about that guy at home, I'll tell you, man.
Yeah.
YZ 125 out there. But, folks, check this out. Now we're going through the water section. And as you can see, every lap this track is going to deteriorate and get even worse. It's not like Supercross. We can come out, bring out the bulldozers, the Cat, the Bobcat, and work this stuff is going to be soaking wet, and you can already see guys are stuck in the rock section. Look at this. So now we got a lead change again.
Yep.
Going on. The two guys battling. There's already a traffic going on. Chris, what would you do in this situation?
Man, I don't know. If I'm Ben Rigo, 77, he kept it up right there, got through it clean. In his last lap, Dano, it was a 109 in the open amateur class here, presented by Monster. White flag. What does that mean, Dano?
White flag, that means it's the last lap. So we're going through the slick turn right there, and Rigo Bigo has it going on. And he just got to carry that thing home, and I mean, just feather it home, I'll tell you. Get us back into the checkered flag so he can go into that main with the #1 gate pick.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I like this kid. He's fit. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he's tired. Not really pinching with his knees, and you can see it's been a rough race, and right now he's just thinking he wants to get through it. Right there, Graf under too, man. He's not out of the hunt. The kid is pinning it. He's second. Oh. Okay, I called it. Kind of crashed a little bit, but he's talented.
He's still 114 right here. He just T-boned.
Yep.
And the 696 bike, now we don't know. But the 77 is coming home on the stretch over the tractor tire.
Yeah, so it just depends if he can get around some of these lappers. I mean, look at him. He's kind of taking a breather, sizing it up, and if he gets through it clean, I'm calling it. He's winning this race.
Okay, see the rocks, guys, at home? You can see where it's super shiny. That is wet, so the rocks are just getting like ice right now.
Yep. And we see Brown there, 85 at the bottom of the screen. We got a guy down in the firewood section. Rigo's trying, but he's got guys creeping up. Look at that. Number 711 is Keith Curtis, and he's looking strong. 514.
And he looped it out, almost taking out our Geico track man.
Yep, and that is the pass for the lead right there.
Check this out. He just passed him.
Yep, we got Curtis coming in.
And look at the 44 coming in there, just ran over the flagger.
Yep, and this is going to be Keith Curtis all the way, man.
This is what I love about EnduroCross, man. Not only at the end of the night we can go lay some fire in that wood and light it up, but we're having a good time here in Vegas lighting it up.
Man, that was a great way to kick it off, Dano. Good first race of the evening. We still got racers out there, obviously, waiting to cross the line. You know, right here, Ty Tremaine, number 114. That was a good effort for him. He really pinned it out there, and he's run some good laps. That was third place, so he's on the podium. Last lap was a 133, and these guys are tired. It's a gnarly race to go out there and just do that cold straight out of the gate.
Cold, and here's our 125, 492. Wishing him better luck. He looked good in the earlier qualifier today, but man, it's tough out there. Like I said, the rocks are getting shiny.
Yeah.
And these guys, no taking away from them. They have been here for 2 days already riding. They're actually staying in Vegas. It's got to be hard walking through the casino, smelling the smoke, and just, gambling, all that good stuff. But they're here doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing.
There's Big Bob
first
right
race.
there. Big Bob from Geico hanging out.
And we are going to cut to commercial right now. Great racing.